Alright, so the commentator's here. Was sorting out some issues with the stream, but I'm actually here now. Apologies for my mic quality. This is a headset mic I got 7-8 years ago. But here we are. So we have chooch236. I'm MKBQ, by the way. And so right now we're underway in the first race. 3 minutes in, Chooch has just finished off Cracko. Okay. So here we go, Chooch is going into now DD. So I guess just a little of you who don't know about this game. This is the first ever Kirby game for Game Boy, released in 1992. So the speedrun of it is interesting because there is definitely some execution involved. You want to try not to die, obviously, but a lot of it is heavily focused on luck, especially with Cracko and King DDD. If you guys have already been watching parts of this tourney, then you would know this. There have been many a race lost to DDD, or a really bad Cracko 2. Even Wispy has luck. The best pattern is two consecutive apple drops. So Chooch got the first one here. We'll see if he gets the second. If Wispy gives any puffs, like he just did there, then that's bad. For Lolo and Lalala on GreenSnowDog's side, sorry, you want them to ideally be one layer apart so that you can spit both of them with a box in one cycle. So the ideal Lolo Lalala pattern is a 3-cycle where they spawn close together 3 times in a row. Apparently I have a co-commentator in the chat, that's cool. Thanks, ahoy. Okay, so Chooch is... Oof. 1 health for Chooch. He might go for... an intentional death? I'm not sure. Or he's going to... You should not... With proper execution, you should not die on Cracko, so I think Chooch should be okay. Okay, thanks chat for getting me up to speed. But yeah, okay, so Chooch is getting some particularly awful RNG on Cracko right now. I think it's been at least... He's probably had at least 5 or 6 bad cycles by now. But... he should still be ahead by the end of it if he doesn't die, I would think. Just needs one more. Okay, and there he goes. He's got all 4 bosses down. So the 5th stage, as you can tell, is a boss rush. With he does take the intentional death against DDD, just for safety. Only loses maybe 6 or 7 seconds, not the worst thing in the world. So yeah, the 5th stage is a boss rush against every other boss in the game. Plus a mini stage beforehand, and then it ends with the DDD fight. Can give you guys a little more background. So yeah, for many years this game was pure RNG. People would just play the game, get good execution every time, and just pray. But recently, a full game RNG manip has been found by Speedman, the current world record holder, where it's basically operates off the same principles as a tool-assisted speedrun. You play the game, you try to play the game almost exactly the same way every single time. And if you can do that, then your RNG is going to be the same every time. So they find good patterns, and okay, well, Chooch is going to finish up the first race. So game 1 goes to Chooch. GreenSnowDog is still going against DDD, but should finish shortly. Okay, I guess the chat wants a little history, so yeah, I'll give it to you while GreenSnowDog finishes. So yeah. So you'll see when Kirby touches the ground or bumps against the wall, then a star will fly out. Ooh, GreenSnowDog is on 1 health here, that's getting close. A star will fly out in one of 8 directions. And you can actually use this to track where the RNG is currently. Because the direction that star shoots, and GreenSnowDog finishes with a 1320, very nice. So you can use that to track where the RNG is, and that, along with some other cues such as particle patterns in the inhale is used to track RNG, but I don't believe either of these runners go for MIP. It's mostly restricted people who have a sub 12 PB at the moment. So, okay, yeah, so the current world record is 10:47 by Speedman, an absolutely insane time. And it carries RNG manip through the entire game, including on DDD. But it can be improved because he had to forego a couple double hits on DDD. Which I don't think either of these runners go for either, but double hit is a precise strat that lets you get 2 hits on DDD per jump. So the world record can go down to 1030x. Let's see what else there is. Alright, so I think we're just waiting to, I'll keep going on KDL history after we get into the next race. Just give us a second here. I'm trying to find the race room. Don't believe it's up quite yet. Okay, we're just waiting here to move on to the next one. So I believe the first really significant world record of this game was done by Banguera, who I think is a Belgian runner. And this was back in like 2011, 2012 or something. He got a 10... Or no, not 10. Sorry, I think it was like 11:51 or something like that. I think it might have been the first sub 12. Just solid execution, good RNG. You need pretty good RNG to get a sub 12 with the standard strats. At this time, Curry Kill was considered TAS only. I guess I'll talk more about that trick when we get to it in this next race, because it seems like GreenSnowDog does go for it. I'm not entirely sure what we're waiting on at the moment. But anyways, I'll continue. So Banguera, 11:51, and then, or 11:51. I think it's 11:51. You know what? I'll fact check myself real quick. I have my phone right here. Just give me a sec. Chooch looking to sneak in a little practice, maybe? Okay, it was 11:50. 11:50 by Bangara. And then it was beaten by Boss Crab a little while later, 11:42. Better RNG, maybe better execution, maybe not. I actually have no idea. Okay, looks like race 2 is underway. Okay, so Boss Crab 11:42. Actually, I can just pull up the exact date right here. December 3rd, 2012 by Boss Crab. And then that was destroyed by famous Tazzer Mug 1991. Some of you might have heard of him. He held the world record in this for a long time. I think it was almost 3 years. February 2013, he beats it with an 11:29, which at the time was absolutely insane, and is still, I think, in the top 20. Oh, top 15. Top 12. It's still tied for 11th right now. 11:29. It's really good. Okay, so again, Bangara, Boss Crab, Mug. So after Mug, that's 11:29. It stands for a long, long time. And then along comes a runner named Controllerhead. And Controllerhead is really good at Kirby's Dreamland. And I think he was the one to first implement Curry Kill. Although, okay, so he first beat the record with 11:23. Just grinded and grinded and grinded with really good execution until he got really good RNG. Oh, so it looks like GreenSnowDog is actually ahead of Chooch right now because Chooch got bad RNG on Wispy. But anyways, so that 11:23 did not have Curry Kill, I believe. But then Controllerhead found out that this previously only thought to be possible in TAS, Curry Kill is actually possible in real time. And so you're gonna see GreenSnowDog. He went for it last race. I assume he will go for it this race. And he does. So there's an alternate strat to doing, we actually messed up the movement a little bit. There's an alternate strat to killing Lolo and Lala with their own boxes, and that is to grab this curry and really quickly go to the boss room. And if you're very tight in your timing, and you get a good pattern, then you can get all 6 hits with Curry. Unfortunately, I don't think this is going to be possible. He does kill La, but he is going to lose time to Choo. I didn't see how much of a cycle he got. I would guess that it was a 5 cycle or worse, though. Because I know Curry Kill plus... A Curry Kill 3 cycle is about the same as a normal 4 cycle, or something along those lines. But anyways, now they're almost back even again. So, Float Islands. This is the stage... I'll get back to the history in a little bit. Sorry, my commentary is kind of all over the place, but anyways. Float Islands is the only stage that doesn't have any RNG, or barely any. So this is all execution. And GreenSnowDog, going for the tougher water jump strats, is going to pull ahead of Chooch here, who just floated across the whole thing, significantly slower. So while they go through this cave room, like almost neck and neck, I might add, but so Controllerhead's record then stands, I think, for like 2 years or something. Something like that. And so that 11:22 just atop the leaderboards forever. It's still number 3 on the leaderboards right now. That's how good it is. And along comes a man named Jumpy Penguin. And He's also the #1 speed in this tournament. He later changed his name to Speedman. Jumpy Penguin, Speedman, whatever you want to call him. He grinded. And with Curry Kill, gets 1120. And he beats Controller's Head's long-standing record, so... Looks like Chooch had significantly better execution in the boat section, so he's a few seconds ahead now. So yeah, Jumpy Penguin, 1120. And then... I think shortly after this is when Controller Head, he doesn't come back to the game, he doesn't start grinding again. He's done with grinding the game, he doesn't want record anymore. But he does find another previously only thought task strat. Controller Head doesn't stop this game, and he finds that doing the DDD double hit, which we talked about earlier, is RTA viable. So Speedman learns this, grinds some more, and around this time is Kirby's 25th anniversary. So it was, I think, early 2017. And so Speedman does a marathon of 25 KDL runs. So that's about like 4 hours or something. No, it's longer. 4 to 5 hours. But he does a marathon of 25 straight, no reset KDL runs. And I think on some, it's like run 12, 13, something like that. It's been a long time since I watched the VOD, but on one of the runs, he gets a crazy run with 2 double hits on DDD that world records again and gets 11:17, and this one stands for quite a while as well. So we're on Cracko 2, both runners at low health. I hope for their own sakes that they'll go for the tomato in the next room, because this is kind of dangerous here. But anyways, so that stands for quite some time. And then along comes a Japanese runner named Tanuki256, and this guy is crazy. Like, his movement and lag reduction strats are like unreal. He comes along, grinds. His first submitted time in typical Japanese fashion is 11:24. You know, it's not trying to knock the Japanese, of course. They only submit most of them only submit when they get very good times, which is very impressive. So he gets 11:24 submits, and then a few months later, then he gets 11:14 new world record, and then he cuts it down to an 11:06. And that 11:06 easily could have been the first 10 XX, because he missed 2 double hits on DDD. So he's obviously not satisfied. That submission has the caption "Go DDD pun Oko." But he stopped grinding normal mode, or at least he wasn't able to PB again. So then that stands for a few months, I think. It was like 7 or 8 months. And then that was until this tourney was announced, like last month. When this tourney was announced last month and Speedman came back to normal mode, he'd been doing extra mode for a while. Or just taking a break from speedrunning. And Speedman comes back to this game and finally starts mapping out full RNG manip and writes a Lua script to help practice, which is available on his GitHub. But anyways, because before, when he'd gotten the 11:17, because of his thousands of attempts on this game, he'd already been able to notice certain star patterns for manipping curry kill. So he already used curry manip in his 11:17. But he just extended it throughout all of Float Islands, all of Bubbly Clouds, and all of Mount DDD except for DDD, because DDD proved pretty difficult to manip. So he does this, he pulls off full manip, and gets a good DDD pattern. He beats Tanuki's record by 1 second in it's been 2 weeks ago now. And he got 11:05. And like, of course, this is already nuts, right? 11:05. Third place is still 11:22. Tanuki and Speedman are leagues ahead of everybody. Also, these two runners go for different boss orders. It's interesting. Chooch doing Wispy second. I don't think I've ever seen another runner do that, but it's all personal preference, of course. No time loss or anything. But yeah, anyways, last week, this is just last week, Speedman finally found a good manip for DDD, and he almost instantly got a 10:47, which is absolutely insane. And that's the current world record. Thank you. This has been Summoning Salt's world record progression for Kirby's DreamLand. Except I'm not summoning Salt. Go watch his videos, they're sick. Anyways, Chooch... Oh, this is not looking good. If Cabula gives more spread shots, Chooch might be in trouble. And he's going to take a death on Cabula, which is going to put him almost certainly behind. So the main culprit of that was the fact that he hit the spikes in this bottom cave section, which do 3 damage, like half your health. And then he took 2 hits on Cabula and then died, so... He is going to need some crazy DDD RNG to bring this one back, or have GreenSnowDog die, which he almost did last run, so we will see. Speedman, about his manip, he didn't publish full written instructions on how to do his manip. In fact, he suggests top runners to come up with their own manips and just edit a text document in his script to help them practice. There's a text document in his script package that contains the RNG seeds that are used by the program. But he does have full instructions for how to use the script, if that's what you were asking. Anyways, okay, so Chooch getting not bad luck from Cracko. I wasn't watching closely, but that can't have been more than 5 bad cycles, honestly. That's a pretty good Cracko. So if he gets some crazy DDD RNG, and he's already gotten 2 hits... It's almost already back to even. This is still anybody's game. It's KDL. DDD decides matches. But GreenSnowDog is now getting better RNG here. We got 5 left for GreenSnowDog and 8 for Chooch. DDD's not being nice to either runner. Okay, double hammers. Okay, 3 left for GreenSnowDog, 5 left for Chooch. GreenSnowDog getting a lot of... Ooh, he's low on health. This could be bad. Gets another jump, Chooch gets another hammer. It's really close. That was way too close for my comfort. But he gets another jump, and that's gonna be it. GreenSnowDog takes game 2. We're going to game 3. Chooch saying sorry in chat. I mean, you don't need to apologize for your own performance, man. I'm not the one playing right now. But anyway, Chooch getting some good RNG to close it out. 1340 by his timer. And that is going to be the race for GreenSnowDog. Chooch instantly resets. Looks like he's raring to go for the next one. So... we have 1 more left. Yeah, we're just gonna wait here for the third race to begin. Looks like on SRL we have a rematch already called, so we're going to be getting underway real soon here. Oh wow, and an almost perfectly synchronized start. Here we go. Now I'm done with the world record progression. I can actually commentate these races now, so... Wow. It's still perfect, almost perfectly synced. Wow. We are in for a good third race here, guys. I think Chooch is leading by frames right now. Let's see what kinda RNG we get. Oh, and GreenSnowDog getting a dance with Chooch missing the bomb, so it almost doesn't even matter. But he's still gonna come out ahead. Dance loses a lot of time, 5 seconds plus. Oh, those are some nice jumps. I haven't seen anybody do those. Chooch is going to be entering the tree with a 3-second lead. Oh, that's some sloppy movement in the tree. Will cost him a little bit. So, at this level, neither of these runners have a sub 12 PB. So, execution still plays a big role in these races. But RNG on bosses, of course, can quickly swing the tide. Both runners getting 2 puffs into apples, so we're still going to be really close here coming out of green greens. Chooch with 1.5 second lead. Man, okay, this is a good second one. SnowDog taking a bit of a hit there. Chooch, star grab 208. GreenSnowDog, star grab 211. So still 3 seconds apart. We're gonna see now if GreenSnowDog can get a smoother curry kill. Your movement needs to be extremely tight in order to get the full kill. But if GreenSnowDog can pull it off, that's going to give him a big advantage because this is a statistic I know that. Ooh, I still movement again. This is a statistic I know the exact number for. A perfect curry kill saves 2 seconds over a 3 cycle. La 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 la. So the fastest possible non-curry. La la la. A perfect curry kill will save time over that also. And Chooch here looking like he's gonna get something like a 6 cycle, but GreenSnowDog only getting 1 hit off with the curry? Or less? It's hard for me to keep my eyes on both screens at once. And now at 1 health. So this is dangerous right now. Chooch is already done. Okay, he gets that one, and ooh, okay, good double cycle to end it. So he's not going to be too far behind going into Float Islands, and here's where the runner's execution will Chooch already spaghettiing a little bit. Let's see if GreenSnowDog can get the damage boost strat on this cannon. Perfect. I'm gonna save some time over Chooch there. Well, or maybe not. He gets hit by the second cannon shot. Oof. Nerfs might be getting to both of these runners here. But this just makes for a better race. Chooch ahead by still less than 10 seconds. Nothing that a good Cracko can't close. And Chooch having good movement through the boat section this time. And entering Cabula at 4 health. Looks to be in good shape. GreenSnowDog at 2 health. Could maybe be at risk to take a death. We will see what happens. I shouldn't say anything. It's going to be commentator's curse. Seen it happen too often. Okay, Chooch going into Cabula now. I really like that detail with like the whale water spout. They don't have that in like Superstar or anything else. Oh no. Okay, GreenSnowDog taking a hit and immediately backs away. Smart decision. Trying to dodge some of these bullets, but gonna take one to the face anyways. Oof. That is going to be difficult to recover from. But Chooch again with some more slop, so we'll see. If there's anything I've learned from seeing all these KDL races, it's that anything can happen. So Chooch, nice, good jump over the spikes. GreenSnowDog starting on Bubbly Clouds. Not too much here, they're both just struggling to make it through. Bubbly Clouds is probably the second most movement intensive stage, I would say. If you're not doing Curry Kill, of course. In which case, Lolololala gets much more difficult. GreenSnowDog having some trouble with that enemy there. Movement patterns are pretty random. Definitely very intimidating. Okay, Chooch is gonna grab Cracko Jr. star 648. Looks like GreenSnowDog might be almost 30 seconds behind. The Cracko Jr. fight takes a long time. And yeah, thank you, Thalphon. So that is true. The loser of this match is going to be eliminated from the tournament. So this is a do or die situation right here. And okay, it is... GreenSnowDog is going behind 32 seconds coming out of Cracko Jr., which is not a completely insurmountable lead. Chooch could make some bad mistakes, we'll have to see. Both runners seem to like doing the background glitch, where I'm not entirely sure what causes it. It's something like you inhale the mint leaf at the same time you touch water or something like that, but it glitches you behind the background for that room. Kind of swag. Pretty sure the world record has it. No one can pass it up. Oh, Chooch seeming to have a really good Cracko right now. I have not been watching. I don't know how many bad cycles he's had, but this is solid. Meanwhile, GreenSnowDog just starting up Cracko, so he's gonna need some really, really good luck to catch up. I believe Chooch grabbed Rod at Actually, no, I'm not sure. I shouldn't say anything. But this is some really good RNG from GreenSnowDog right now. Also, this is like 3 bad cycles, I think. Okay, 4. Never mind. Commentator's curse. I'm sorry, GreenSnowDog. No, not like this. Oh, this is now like 5 bad cycles in a row. But he finally gets one, and then another quickly after. So now he's gonna be out of bubbly clouds. But Chooch wraps up the Lola refight. Straight into Wispy. Okay, so my definition of a bad cycle is so Cracko will always alternate. Cracko will always have something that's not a Waddle Doo drop first, and then will potentially drop a Waddle Doo. And then in between Waddle Doo drops will always do at least one action. So if Cracko does more than 2 things, or if Cracko does more than one other thing, in between Waddle Doo drops, then the second thing and onwards is what I define as a bad cycle. It's a little bit of an arbitrary definition, but actually it's not that arbitrary. Ooh, GreenSnowDog going for Cracko skip. And he gets it. I don't know if I've seen him do that in the previous races, but it looks like he's pulling out all the stops for the 3rd game. Okay, he has done the Gordo skip before, alright. That's very impressive. I don't even go for the Gordo skip myself. I have a 1141 PB. I can't seem to get it consistently. Because depending on the way you land on that enemy, you can also kill it, and then not get any invincibility to do the skip, so then you'll lose time. Anyways, Chooch looking in good shape. Getting decent Cracko luck. GreenSnowDog going into Cabula right now. Yeah, that's correct. Falfon. I'm not entirely sure. Anyways, okay, here we go. Chooch into DDD with 3 health. He should be alright. Jump to start off. Followed by Suck. Yeah, GreenSnowDog a little healthier into DDD. It is... Oh wait, not into DDD, he hasn't done Wispy. I didn't know that. Okay, well, this is now Chooch's race to lose. Especially with this, he's getting pretty dang good luck. DD already down to 4 health. This could potentially be a new PB. I believe Chooch has a low 12, but DDD probably sucking that dream away. Another trip. Another suck, which Chooch runs right into. Excuse me. This is something like 5 bad cycles in a row now for Chooch. 6? Okay. I better not have commentators curse this. This is just awful. 7. Okay, finally giving him something. And something else. One more hit for Chooch. See how long it takes for Chooch to... Okay, and that is going to do it. Gets the final hit. It was really close, 1 health left. But that is going to be Chooch 2-1 against GreenSnowDog. Close race to end it off. Really well done by both runners. Good games. Alright, so I'm gonna see if I can get them in for commentary right now. Or not me. Somebody is gonna get them in for interviews right now, sorry. I am not entirely sure how this works. Oh, okay, and here we have Chooch with me, live on air.
Okay, let me take 1 second and mute. Oh, hold up.
Take your time.
I'm sorry, MGBA is just super loud. No, you know the life. What? Okay. Apparently, I can't click in the right spot. Okay, finally, I can hear you now.
Alright, cool. Alright, yeah, games, dude. How do you feel about how you played?
Well, not that great, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, we all saw the second race. We all saw that spike hit. That was completely avoidable.
Oh yeah.
Like last time I've actually hit those spikes, and I could have theoretically could have ended it sooner.
We've got GreenSnowDog joining us too. How are you doing, dude?
GG.
Good game, SnowDog.
I'm just disappointed in myself that some of those races some of those places I could improve so much more.
Yeah. My, for those of you who don't watch me, my Float Island split name is I'm just bad at this one. So,
How did it go for your side?
yeah. Well, in that last race, I had really good Cracko 2 RNG, and that kind of just carried me to the end. DDD looked like he's like, yo, what if you PB'd? And then I got 7 non-star attacks in a row. And then he saw that my timer was at like 12:30, and he's like, okay, now you can finish.
DDD does seem to have a mind of his own sometimes. How do you feel, what do you feel about the races, GreenSnowDog?
The first one and the second one, I was panicking a bit, but alright. And then the third one, entering DDD, didn't see it show finish, so I was just shaking so much. My heart was pounding so much as well, thinking, wait, where are you? I thought you finished. Yeah. And then finished, and then
yeah, racing can be real stressful.
I went and you saw how ready I was for that third race, and I was just like, alright, I'm not messing anything up. And I get a fast bomb, and it hits me in the head. Just like, so it's one of those days, huh?
Yeah. Consistency here with me getting hit all the time in the first world, so that was my downfall a lot.
Yeah. I noticed you went for curry kill, GreenSnowDog.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's I don't know. Why do you go for that over like the regular strat? Just curious.
Because I wanted to try something new, and curry strat that knew was a thing I wanted to try, and I did practice. I did alright, thinking I should not do it, but then I have actually went for it the first time. So I'm like, oh sure, I'll just keep doing it.
Okay, that makes sense.
I'm glad this was a close race.
Yeah, it was definitely fun to watch. So there's swings all over the place. I think each of you died on Cabula at least once. So it was definitely very entertaining.
Yeah, now MK, I heard you talking about like all these strats constantly updating and all the new stuff happening and the world record progression. I had the volume on for the stream, right?
What a madman.
Yeah, kind of psycho. But that made me remember, like, I'm using the same strats that the guest taught me in 2015.
Okay, that would explain why GreenSnowDog kept saving time over you in Float Island. Yeah.
2015 strats!
Anyways,
Shout out to the legend himself, the Meta Knight legend.
I don't know if there's much else I have to say. You guys have any shoutouts to make or anything?
Shoutouts to the V-cheaters, D-gens, whatever you want to call them these days. MK is one of them. Learn Kirby, Nightmare, and DreamLand, and race stuff.
Okay, it's still the KDL tourney, alright, Chooch, not yet. How about you, GreenSnowDog? You got anything?
The bed. I'm gonna go bed. Well, nothing really. Just thank you for having me here. participate because damn, it was fun.
Oh yeah, okay. I'm glad you had a fun
Thank you
time.
very
I mean, I have a shout out to make. Shout outs to Great Todd Man for organizing this entire thing and getting it started.
Yeah.
He's the whole brains behind this operation.
Thank you very much, Todd Man. Thank you, Speed Man. Thank you, whatever else, man.
Just
I
mad.
just a friendly reminder that Kirby is cute.
Uh-huh. Alright, so... Okay, I don't know, you guys don't have much else to say?
I'm good.
Honestly, I can't say anything after what I've done.
It wasn't that bad. I wouldn't... Don't be too hard on yourself.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, so... There are a couple of races coming up soon. Night DMG versus Sylph Shady in about an hour on Speed Gaming 3. So if you want more KDL action, go there. Thanks Thalphon for all of this, by the way. That's another elimination race, so losers bracket race. Loser is eliminated from tourney. And Proa007, alright, Pro A007.
I think I raced Pro in the NIDL, the Niddle tournament last year.
Proa didn't do the Niddle tournament last year.
No, I thought he did some. No, he commentated it. It. That's right.
There you go. And then, so Atraz is interesting because he still does not have a submitted PB, but he got a mid-12 in his races versus Thomas, so he's definitely a sleeper. So that's in 4 hours on SG2. Looks like Chooch left. And, I don't know what else there is. Just... This game's cool. Kirby's cool. Shout outs to the rest of the Kirby community too. Learn a Kirby game, everybody. And yeah. It's great having you all. Good games, GreenSnowDog.
Yeah. My final words would for now be GG's, Chooch. Good luck on the rest.
Yeah. Okay, I think we're going to go offline here now. So yeah.
Right.
See you all next time.